Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Chat with KST. I'm your girl Kay, and today we are going to be doing our quickie segment on the show where we just chit chat, not for a long time, but we do sit back and we do have a good time, a good conversation about what is going on in media. And today's topic is going to be Vivica A. Fox versus Taraji P. Henson. Now, just a backstory on this, real quick. The two ladies, they have been kind of not directly going back and forth, but there has been some things going on in terms of some things that Miss Vivica A. Fox have been saying as it relates to Raji P. Henson, and it kind of contradicts some of the things that Taraji P. Henson has been saying her experience has been in the on the Hollywood scene. So it kind of makes Taraji look bad, but we're gonna jump into the details and the specifics in one sec. I just do want to let you guys know that if you are wanting to see the visuals for the podcast, you can always check out YouTube. Hey, YouTube. And if you are always wanting to just listen to the audio, you can always check out Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Now, real quick, let's jump into that backstory that I was talking about. So, as we all know, Taraji P. Henson did come out and say a couple things about um the workforce, right? She did say a couple things about not feeling like she's valued because her salary doesn't reflect that of what she is supposed to be making. Then a couple days later, a day or two later, well, you know what? Taraji has been saying this for years, right? And then Taraji sat down and she did an interview where she did say it again. And she did brush upon some of her experiences in Hollywood and how they haven't been the best. And people started to really support Taraji P. Henson, some people, including Gabrielle Union and stuff like that. Then a couple days later, Vivica A. Fox caught up with TMZ, and she does an interview where she says, "Hey, um, she hasn't experienced the same work situations that Taraji has experienced, and you know what? To each his own." But in this clip, it's not what she says; it's basically how
Do
she
you
says
feel
it.
like now is the perfect time to have the conversation that Taraji kind of continued off of Monique? You know, you're an actress, you've been out there. Is this the perfect time to kind of talk about that in the right platform?
Darling, to each his own. Do you know what I mean? I'm very happy, very blessed, and to each his own. I didn't have that experience, so but to get your piece out is important. I totally understand that, and I love my girls for looking out for each other. But I'm good.
It's the I'm good. It's the to each his own. It's like it's the shadiness behind what you say, because you can conduct yourself in a manner and say, hey, you know what? I haven't been someone who experienced the financial issues that did experience or something like that. You can say something, but it's the matter of how you say it without making Taraji seem like a liar, without making someone else seem bad, right? But then shortly after, right? So a lot of people were on different sides as it relates to this. Some people feeling as though, hey, you know what? Taraji, they were either team Taraji or team Vivica, feeling as though Vivica could give her opinion or feeling as though Vivica opinion was shady, right? But then Vivica did this sit down, and I want to bring it up for you guys so you can see it. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, let me enlarge it.
17 years of prison taught you anything. It's definitely how to dress like a monkey and talk like a pimp. Mm, Empire. I got this job because of Celebrity Apprentice, because I had that epic boardroom showdown with Kenya Moore.
I certainly do not go.
I could care less. Bounce. Lee Daniels called me up. He was like, "Girl, oh honey, oh no, baby, girl, I got to figure out some kind of way to get you on Empire." And I was so glad because everybody wanted to be on Empire. I've had a wonderful time playing Cookie's older sister.
I gotta ask you, are you getting a spinoff? Because that's the rumor.
Well, we were supposed to do a spinoff. We really were. And things just didn't work out, unfortunately. But I would jump at the opportunity to work with Taraji again. I mean, she is just creme de la creme. It's 17 years of prison.
So, according to the Neighborhood Talk, Vivica A. Fox says she would jump at the opportunity to work with Taraji again, despite saying she can't relate to her work struggles. So, right after saying, and I think this is a PR move here, right after saying that you didn't experience the work woes, or that was TMZ words, you didn't experience the work woes that Taraji experienced, you then double back down, did an interview where you said, oh, I would love to work with her again. I would love to be a part of something that Taraji does again. So you can acknowledge that Taraji is an amazing actor who kind of does deserve what she should get, right? And you know what, if I am being completely honest, who was the bigger star when it came to Empire? Was it not Taraji or was it Vivica? Even when Vivica did play her sister on Empire, some of us was like her role was a little bit pointless, wasn't it? Like we loved, if I remember correctly, back when Empire was a thing, we loved Taraji P. Henson's secretary more than we loved her sister. So that's just to show you that the acting, come on, come on, come on, come on. But anyway, that's not to negate the fact that Vivica A. Fox is an amazing, amazing actress. She has done her thing. I just don't like when we don't stand up for each other, right? But speaking of standing up for each other, what I don't like is when we use someone's experiences to double down on a personal issue, which is what I felt like was going on as it relates to this situation with Monique and her husband. Let me go and find the clip. Give me one sec. Okay, so I found the clip. Let me bring it up here. And I just do want to show you guys what I'm talking about as it relates to Monique. So, according to the Neighborhood Talk, Monique speaks on the Color Purple situation with Taraji P. Henson, and production says Oprah got caught when Taraji called about work conditions. Now, let me just kind of put everything in context. So Taraji is complaining about how Black women are unfairly treated in Hollywood, which is a good cause, right? A good cause and everything like that. Vivica A. Fox says, oh, girl, I don't experience those things that you're talking about. No financial issues. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm blessed. I'm this. I'm that, blah, blah, blah. Fans clap back at Vivica A. Fox for not standing with the fellow sister, knowing how Hollywood can be Holly weird sometimes towards Black women. And then Vivica A. Fox does this interview saying, oh, well, you know what? Well, I love working with Taraji P. Henson and it wasn't anything personal, blah, 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 right? So we can consider the situation between Vivica A. Fox and Taraji P. Henson kind of sort of squashed now, since she did come back and say she would love to work with Taraji P. Henson, right? Because that is in some way, shape, or form still paying homage to who Taraji P. Henson is. But now we do have Monique entering into the conversation. And I kind of wish Monique didn't enter into the conversation because of the way in which Monique did enter the conversation, right? Monique entered the conversations with vengeance, with trying to stick it to Oprah Winfrey. Monique needed to keep, based on the title alone, it needs to keep it on how Black women are unfairly treated in Hollywood, because Oprah isn't the only one. Oprah isn't the only producer. Oprah isn't the only one. Lee Daniels isn't the only one. Tyler Perry isn't the only one. There's a lot of other people, right, outside of the Black market who treat Black women and Black men unfairly in Hollywood. Let's keep it on that subject, but I want you guys to listen exactly to what Monique had to say, and I want you guys to tell me if my opinion is just too much, right? Let me play for you guys.
You hear Taraji say, first of all, and I just want to give you step by step, okay? Mm-hmm. When you hear those sisters say, when we showed up, we didn't even have any trailers. When we showed up, there was no food. When we showed up, we had to get ourselves to the set. When you hear all of these things, and who was at the helm of this production, James?
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, so when you hear all of these things, and then you start saying, see, this is the treatment of the Black actress. It's nothing new. It's nothing new that the trailers are subpar. It's nothing new that either the food is subpar or there's no food at all. That's nothing new. So when Oprah Winfrey sits at the helm and Taraji P. Henson says, it's an honor that we were handpicked. We were handpicked for this movie. Well, if they were handpicked for that movie, those women should have been taken care of from the moment go.
And I do agree with Monique's point in the fact that if you handpick a group of actresses to play in a movie like The Color Purple, everything should be decked out. Their trailers need to be decked out with their own specific names, their scripts on each and every trailer. They should have everything, their couch, they should have everything that makes it comfortable for them to be able to harness the energy that is needed for the role that they're going to be playing in. However, I don't like the fact that she's making it about Oprah Winfrey, and I do understand that Oprah Winfrey is somewhat the producer, or is the person who's who's in the middle of all of this as it relates to the Color Purple movie. But we're talking about experiences of Black women all around the field of Hollywood as it relates to actresses, because again, when Monique had the issue with Netflix, it wasn't a Oprah issue. It was a Netflix and Monique issue with her not getting paid what she should have gotten paid. So again, Black women do experience certain things, and it's not an Oprah thing. And to make it about Oprah, I feel like it's wrong. But let her continue so I can, if I do have to bring it back a bit, I can.
Right.
There's no way they should have walked up and there were no trailers. There's no way there was no food. And then when you hear Oprah say, but when Taraji called me, what did I do, Taraji? Lady O fixed it. When Taraji called Oprah, what happened was, James, Oprah got caught. That's what happened.
And if you look up the title of producer and what it is a producer's job is, you'll find that what Oprah fixed should have already been prepared when they got there under the title of producer. There need not be a fix.
And you know why things like this can happen, though, James? And we all watched those videos with Oprah Winfrey and Taraji. We all hear different things that Oprah Winfrey may say when it came down to Harvey Weinstein, and we don't want to put this all on Harvey Weinstein because we'll miss the what, silver lining?
Because we'll miss the point.
We'll miss the point. We've watched this person, as I'm watching these videos now, and everything was, didn't I champion for y'all? As soon as you called me up, didn't I champion for y'all? For the production. It's like, Oprah Winfrey, stop it. Stop it. Because what you did was you didn't champion for those Black women, for our sisters. You didn't champion for them. What you did was in my humble opinion, it was, we can treat them just like we always treat the Black actress. Who gonna check me, boo?
Oh.
I'm Oprah Winfrey. So then when Oprah Winfrey got the call, well, I fixed everything, but y'all know everything should have been done when you showed up. And that's the part that we're missing. Everything should have been done when our sisters walked on that set. It is no way that should have gone down like that. And now when you see our beautiful sisters saying, yeah, but it got fixed, it's like, y'all, we're making it worse doing that.
Mm.
And either one or two things is true. Either Oprah is powerful, or Oprah is not as powerful at three things. Oprah is powerful, Oprah is not as powerful as we believe, or Oprah chooses not to use her powers as it relates to championing for folks that need championing for. And you know what, too, James? And I say these things that I'm saying to you.
Okay. So Monique says, hey, a couple things that could have went wrong was this, that, and the devil knows what else. I think I just want to explore this with you guys. Something that could have gone wrong could have been, and now come to think about it, I want to digress, because what I was going to say was maybe Oprah, after doing everything that she has done, right, for whatever she does in terms of charity, in terms of her own network, in terms of running everything, that her business, everything, being such a busy woman, when it came to the movie The Color Purple, she may have dropped the ball somewhere. But the reason why I'm going to digress and not advocate for Oprah in this instant is because she does have a network, and Oprah knows better. And when you do know better, you do have to do better. And that's the only thing I am going to say. I'm not going to jump on the Oprah hate train along with Monique. But what I am going to say is, because you do have your own network and your own show, imagine Oprah, right? And this is me advocating for Taraji, not against Oprah. Imagine, Oprah, you do go on set one day, and when you do go on set, there's no food for you. There's no nothing for you on your Oprah show. There's no cookies lying around. There's no room, no office for you to be in, because your office is under construction, or they just don't want that you don't have an office. How would that make you feel? Would you like that for your own show? Would you like that for yourself? So what you don't like for yourself, don't do it to others. And that's what I'm going to say about that. But again, that's in defense to Taraji and the different experiences that the Black actresses experience on her set, because in some weird way, Oprah does know better, right?
Humbly. So when this comes out, I hope that it reflects the humility that we're trying to put with it. Okay.
Yes.
It was easy for our community to accept a broken Black woman. And we saw Taraji be broken and bent over and crying. It's hard for our community to accept a Black woman that has a strong Black man by her side saying unacceptable.
See, now we're making it about you, Monique. And that's the part that I don't like. If you're advocating for someone, and this is something that happens a lot of times when you're like having a chit chat with your girl, right? You're having a chit chat with your girl, and your girl you've been there, and you stood by your girl, and you've been there for her. But then it's like come time for you to now have your issues or whatever, and your girl is bringing up her issues. Babe, it's not about you and Sydney. It's not. It's about Taraji and what Taraji is going through. You and Sydney got your Netflix check. You and Sydney got what you needed to get. So let's keep the focus on Taraji. And I'm always going to keep it real. And it needs to be on Taraji, because Taraji needs her check right about now. When you needed your check, well, you got your check, didn't you? All right.
Mm.
In an industry, while exhibiting strength herself, you see two Black people coming together saying, listen, we can sit up here and talk about being pro-right, pro-Black, or we can sit up here and talk about being pro-truth. Because that doesn't have any colors. Gender bias is not included. We just talking about what is true. And if we deal with what is true,
it will help better those people so they won't have to hide from what's real. They can be truthful and say, you know what? Y'all don't know what it is to be Oprah Winfrey. You don't know what it is to be Tyler Perry. Success is a drug that you can easily want more of, and we lost our way, and for that we want to apologize. How can we make it right? Do you know how wide the arms of the community would embrace them for telling that truth? So when you hear Taraji say, first of all
right, so that's the end of the clip. So I have said what I needed to say as it relates to the clip. I just feel like, again, as it relates to Vivica A. Fox, I feel like she needs to realize and recognize, and this is not just for Vivica A. Fox, but it's for every single Black person within the industry. When you do have a voice to speak up for another Black person and what the experiences are, just speak up for that person. That's a lesson to us as fans as well, because when Monique did speak out, we were like, Monique, Monique. But then she ended up being right with the whole Netflix thing, right? So our bad, Monique, right? But as it relates to Monique, you can't make it an Oprah thing, because here you are saying, don't make it your husband is saying, don't make it a Black or a white thing, make it a right thing. But then you're making it an Oprah thing when it's actually a Hollywood thing, right? So again, let's not point fingers. Let's not make it about ourselves. Taraji's going through something that a lot of Black actresses go through. So let's focus the issue on Black actresses in Hollywood being unfairly paid, unfairly treated, and let's speak objectively about that. And if you must speak about your own experiences, then let it just add voice to the conversation, but don't make it so personal where your personal vendettas are what we're arguing about or having a conversation about, and not the actual issue at hand, right? Because you can get lost. And then when you get lost in the message, and now it's Oprah versus Monique, it takes away from it, right? Because look at the title here, right? um for Neighborhood Talk, Monique speaks on the Color Purple situation with Taraji P. Henson in production, says Oprah got caught. You see how quickly a powerful message can be lost in translation, where the bigger message is literally Black women, Black actresses being treated unfairly in Hollywood. And let's focus there. Let's get Black actresses played. Let's get them the makeup, the stylist, everything that they need. And let's treat them how we would treat Angela Jolie. Let's treat them how we would treat a white actress, whether new and upcoming or one that's been solidified. Let's treat them that way. And anyway, with that being said, that's all I have. I want to hear you guys' thoughts and comments if you're listening to this on YouTube. Do you agree with Vivica Ace Fox, Monique, or Taraji, or me? Who do you agree with? What point of view are you taking as it relates to this? Share your thoughts and comments down below. And if you're listening to this through the audio podcast, what's up? What's up? What's up? We will chat next time. It was nice chit-chatting it up with you guys. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.